Hi, I'm M, Gamification Specialist, Researcher, Educator, and Best-Selling Author. I'm excited to share with you this topic, Current Trends in Technology, Using Gamification and Games to Enhance Teaching and Learning. I'm excited as this is one of my favorite topics to share with you. Before I dive deeper into the topic, let me quickly introduce myself and how my gamification journey begins in more details. As I share with you, I hope you get some inspiring ideas from it. I'm the director and trainer in Gamification Solutions Asia. We provide gamification solutions in education, learning, talent discovery, matching, and development. I'm the VP of Strategic Business Development of QuestLife, a talent matching gamification mobile app. I'm the researcher of the Gamified Talent Intelligence. I'm also a best-selling author and an educator since year 2009. I joined as an executive member of Serious Games Association to support and contribute to the gamification community. And my mission is to level up people's lives through gamification. This is my first learning card game that I designed in 2011. Flashback is a memory game that is played to flashback a memory. Who can tell as many details in the memory wins in the game? In fact, it is my first creation for my animation students. The students will play like a storyboard game where they play by story showing their story ideas. The second card game that I designed is Recollect. Recollect is a card game to play and generate creative ideas, and I call it game mapping. The one who game map the most ideas wins in the game. These are my two books that I've written on gamification that are published in year 2015. The Secret Code, Is It For Real? Is written in the perspective that everyone can level up their real life and have fun like playing games. We know that every game comes with a secret code that once you know about it, you are able to accelerate the winning of the game. Success Today is co-authored with Brian Tracy and other leading professionals around the world, which hits 2 Amazon bestsellers lists. And my childhood dream comes true. My first book is released to the public for the very first time. People are browsing my books, asking questions, buying my books, and asking for my autographs. I always wanted to be an author since at a very young age, but always failed to complete a book, not even a chapter. With the application of gamification, I'm able to achieve it within just 4 months. And in my first book, I share my secret codes of how to use gamification to achieve my goals and success. Like playing games, we always level up. My next level up is speaking on big stages in Kuala Lumpur and Singapore. Another level up, I went to Hollywood, LA to get my best-selling author award. And I gave my autograph book to Jack Canfield, the best-selling author of Chicken Soup for the Soul's books. All these are possible because of applying gamification to my life, leveling up my life. The best part about it is you continue to play, have fun, and level up. I realize how powerful gamification is, yet it is easy and effective to unleash one's talent and achieve goals using gamification. And I believe that gamification can also apply to learning. That is the reason that I set up Gamification Solutions Asia in 2016 to provide consultation, research and development, and courses related to gamification, particularly in the area of education, learning, talent discovery, matching, and development. I have been sharing to diploma students on how they can make learning fun using gamification. As you can see from the photos, they created and doodled their own game characters. Game characters is one of the important concepts in reality gamification. What is reality gamification? You will soon find out. For the past 2 years, I've been imparting gamification knowledge, skills, and my secrets to educators, curriculum developers, learning designers, corporate trainers, and tutors in my specially designed gamification courses. I'm blessed to have participants from Singapore, Malaysian universities, and flying to Jakarta to give gamification courses, and also to Singapore Government Agency, Military Academy, and private schools. In 2017, together with Mel Ling, my co-founder of QuestLife, we challenged ourselves to build a mobile app to make talent matching and learning fun and effective. QuestLife is a gamified talent matching and campaign learning mobile app through geolocation game quests to achieve real outcomes. You can download the app and join me with this exciting gamification journey of the quest for finding real talent. So what is gamification? Gamification is the use of game concepts, game design principles, and game elements in non-game context to drive game-like engagements and actions. Game concepts means what is the main idea or gist of your game? Is it a running game, a puzzle game, or a game that focuses on leveling up game characters, or a game that focuses or emphasizes on appealing environment, which can be 3D environment or 2D environment? One of the game design principles is feedback. When designing games, always consider how to feedback to the gamers while they are playing the game to ensure they know that they are on the right track and progression in the game. And we also need to design a balanced gameplay. Always ask questions like, is the game involved too much of actions like clicking on the mouse or too much of using strategy to counter the opponent? Another important principle is reward, and it's a very common one. It's designed to motivate players or gamers to continue leveling up in the game. Another important principle is the state of flow, which we'll be discussing in more details later on. For game elements such as time, level, scoring, and many more that you can apply to your gamification project. What's the difference between gamification and games? Game engages players in an abstract but usually clear and specific challenge, defined by rules, interactivity, and feedback that results in quantifiable outcome, often eliciting an emotional reaction. Do you know that we tend to elicit a total of about 10 positive emotions when playing games, such as curiosity, surprise, relief, joy, being present, excitement, creativity, contentment, focus, and pride. Sometimes negative emotions can be raised, such as pain, but they have to be quickly eliminated. This is an advanced gamification technique called pain pressure cycle to keep players hooked with the game. We can see this is done pretty well in Tetris. The falling blocks give the pain or frustration of unfinished tasks, and the falling blocks also gives the pressure or relief of completing the task by rotating them and filling up the rows so that they disappear. Gamification is derived from game. Gamification uses parts of the game, but it is not a game. Example, badges, points, and leveling system. Leaderboard are some common examples. Others include underlying game mechanics and dynamics, where the pain-pressure cycle that I mentioned earlier is built. Game is designed based on game designers' objectives. It's the foundation of a game design. After setting objectives in place, the game designers will start to build the game according to the objectives, which comes with the plots, which is the storyline. Obstacles, which appears as challenges in game. Solutions to the obstacles, which are the strategies, and chances for them to win through opportunities in the game. The players will get a variety of fixed outcomes that are quantifiable, or in a simple game, either win or lose as their outcome of the game. So what about gamification? It is designed based on gamers' objectives. The main difference lies in the foundation of designing gamification. It is very important information that you need to know before you begin to gamify teaching and learning. Let us zoom into edu-gamification. Edu-gamification refers to the gamification application to education. How gamification can be used as teaching and training tool and solution. There's a structural overlap between education and games. For education, we have marks, grades, and levels. For games, we have points, levels, scorings. For education, we have tests, quizzes, examination, and assessments. These are challenges posed to students. Similar in games, we also pose challenges in the forms of quests and even monsters, etc. After reading so many books and papers on gamification, I can tell you that engagement and motivation are the two common and major benefits. Edu-gamification can engage learners in a deeper and more meaningful level, meaning motivate learners by presenting them with practical challenges, encourage them as they progress through levels, and get them emotionally engaged to achieve their very best. You can apply edu-gamification to learning by create a shared purpose, contribute to a larger good beyond their learning, example, solving real-world problems, to even daily real-life problems. Convert real-life problems into campaign quests for learners to challenge. We have been adopting this campaign learning quest into QuestLife mobile app. We have developed edu-gamification solution into QuestLife to convert learning opportunity into quests for learners to challenge. QuestLife taps into our real-world environment for learning opportunities. Geolocation quests are shown on a real-world map. Now, let's explore some low-cost games and gamification for teaching. There are tabletop games such as card games and even board games, and reality gamification. Their benefits for education are they require no technical knowledge to create or play the game. Player and creator can focus on the content itself rather than putting their emphasis on the technical knowledge. They can be reproduced and amended easily. Let me give you an example through one of the card game that I created, which is Recollect. Recollect is an idea-generating card game where players game mapping for ideas. When designing Recollect card game, I aim to develop students' creativity and critical thinking skill. Thus, the cards are designed into 5W1H questions. And always remember to test play with the students. Observe the students while they are playing. get feedback from them about the game and the gameplay. Of course, ensure that the game has indeed improved their creativity and critical thinking skill. A low-cost gamification for teaching and training is reality gamification. It is very different from virtual reality game or augmented reality game. So what is reality gamification and why it is so powerful? Reality gamification is designed to have an interactive gameplay in real-world scenario which uses the real world as a platform, real objects as game items, players as game characters, often involving multiple media and game elements to tell a story that may be altered by players' ideas, decisions, or actions. You are already in the game sets reality gamification apart from other gamification and games. The goal is to see and live life as a seriously fun game. Reality gamification is the solution of authentic experience. As a game designer, we always strive to increase the degree of realism to let players feel real and they are immersed in the game world. You can see how we move from video games, mobile games to augmented to virtual reality game. What is more real than virtual reality game? It has to be reality gamification. Reality gamification provides a way to harness the potential of using real-life items to gamify learning without the typical development overheads required for commercial or high-end computer games. This model also provides teaching staff with a great deal more control to design and tweak the game they want to use for themselves. As you can see from the diagram, reality gamification has the highest degree of realism among other games. Reality gamification is able to close the reality gap to real authentic experience. Having a real authentic learning experience gives learners the feeling of fulfillment. Here is the quick step to create reality gamification. And this is also our QuestLife Edu Gamification framework. In reality gamification, the most important concept to begin with is you, are the game character. First, get to know your game character. Second, create a game story from the training that you are going to gamify. Third, in the game story, bestow a game mission to the learners to give them a meaning why they need to undergo the training. Fourth, they have to challenge in real life. Fifth, once they completed the challenge, give the learners game and real life rewards. Games such as points and levels, and in real life rewards can be certification. 6. Learners will challenge the next level of training, and this can continue on like a cycle. Now, you can experience the reality gamification power. Find out your game character. You just need to go to Google Play Store and Apple App Store to download QuestLife. Sign up QuestLife account and go to the profile at the top left, and then you can check your game character. There are 5 elements of intrinsic motivations through the lens of edu-gamification that can be applied to learning and teaching. Autonomy. When designing edu-gamification, always remember to let players, who are the learners, have the control. Progress means let players, learners, improve over time during the gameplay. Mastery means let players, learners achieve some skill sets. Purpose means let players, learners make a difference in the real life. Social interaction means let players, learners connect with one another have a simple chat features or team play features where they can play as a team. Alright, let's look into game design principles which game designers use in designing games. Here are the 7 game design principles. Simple and fun gameplay mechanic, congruence play, balanced gameplay, provide feedbacks, give rewards to motivate, iterative design process, and experience in a state of flow. So let me touch on more details on the last design principle, and is one of the most important design principles. Experience in a state of flow. Have you ever played game and you forget how the time has slipped and passed so fast? Or have you ever played game that you forget to eat your lunch or dinner? Have you ever played game that you forget to visit the toilet throughout hours of playing and realize that only after you completed playing the game? If it happened to you, that means you are in a state of flow. It is an important design principle that you have to know if you want to design your own edu gamification. Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, a Hungarian psychology professor, outlines that people are happiest when they are in the state of flow. It is a state of being fully immersed in what they are doing. In other words, it is a state in which people are so involved in an activity that nothing else seems to matter. And how can this help in gamifying learning? The idea is to promote flow in lesson or curriculum. To achieve a state of flow for learning experience, we need to match the challenge level of lesson or learning with students' competency skill level. At the beginning, where your students' competency is low to a new skill, give them low challenges. As they progress and increase their skill mastery, match them with increasing challenge. You have to ensure that they are within the flow channel. In the state of flow, you will be enjoying playing and leveling up, exceeding what you have set for yourself. If you are looking forward for the next level of gamification mastery, come for my specially designed gamification solution for your class 1-day course. A quick guide for educators and trainers to transform your teaching into exciting games. In the course, you'll be guided through to create your own edu gamification project. You receive many bonuses and so much value. So check out at this URL, gamificationsolutions.asia/gamification solution course. Thank you, and I believe you have learned more about gamification and how gamification can be used to enhance your teaching and learning. There are more gamification resources and tools that you can download at gamificationsolutions.asia and QuestLife.com. Feel free to email me if you have any gamification question, inquiry, or tell me your successful creation of edu gamification project. Email me at m@gamificationsolutions.asia. Now you can level up your students' learning. See you. Bye-bye.